LIVELIFE8072. What an interesting character this guy is. You might all remember him from the Dramagate incident, which he said he'd never be back afterwards. Surprise, surprise, he was back, I think, 5 days later. He's come out with a video where he talks about religion being a mental disorder, which is nonsense. And it's pure nonsense. He says right off the bat he's not a professional, and that's pretty obvious. And he hasn't put any research into the topic. He just wants to repeat talking points from other more notable atheists in the past. If you're going to make a multi-part video series, you might want to know something about the fucking topic. The funny thing about Live Life is that he would like to slander the religious and say it's a mental disorder, when I think something more akin to maybe his narcissism would be closer to a mental disorder. I mean, at least I can point to evidence of it. Things like, I don't know, rather than showing an image of people dancing and then showing an image of people in a psych ward dancing, I could show an image of him saying, "I'll never be back to YouTube," and then coming back, because he needs the attention. And that's something I see with a lot of the more unhinged militant atheists. I mean, that's really what this game is about. It's about stopping persecution. And we can't stop persecution by creating more persecution, especially when it's entirely ignorant of reality, and have these mouth-breathing idiots like Live Life talking about things that they know nothing about, like mental health in America and the ties to religion. When I look at some people getting together in a building, maybe having a little religious service and then dancing and spending some time together, I have no problem with that. But if people choose to do stupid things that don't hurt me, I don't care. They want to make that some sort of a social norm, well, then I have some disagreements. But I'm not going to slander everyone who holds the label of Christian to be insane because of it. I'm going to look at the person on a case-by-case basis and say, I think you're taking it too seriously. And if they really are dangerous, or really do have a problem, I'm going to recommend they get diagnosed. But I'm not going to walk out there and just make this grand proclamation that all of them have mental disorders. Especially when I'm lined up to have an hour on a charity show that is expressly to bring out information about mental disorders and raise money for a mental health awareness organization. I mean, that's the funniest bit, is he thinks that Big Lundy and some of the folks from Trolling with Logic, just kicked him off haphazardly. When you make crazy statements that obfuscate the state of mental health awareness by saying that all religious people are crazy and effectively turning religious people off to a charity that is expressly built to increase mental health awareness, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd kick you too. So maybe you should use that, skeptical, rational mind of yours and think about it before you do it. Then maybe you wouldn't have had the egg on your face from the Dramagate incident and then, saying you'd never be back and coming back 3 days later. Or this incident. Or, I'm sure, the many future incidents that you'll cause, because that level of insane narcissism of yours in which you think that you have to say is actually important to anyone. I guess that's it. That's really what it is. It's just, don't cast stones if you live in a glass house. Live life.